Word formation from verbs. In this lesson, we're going to look at how we compound verbs to form new verbs. Before we do that, we need to understand what a simple verb root is. A simple verb root is a verb with no prefix, no suffix, no tense, no mood, only one consonant. For example, the verb me, which is do, and the verb we, which is take. Let's see other examples of simple verb roots. So we have on the top, we have the consonants, the 28 consonants, and on the left hand side, we have the 8 vowels. So the way the simple verb roots are formed is taking the consonant and taking a corresponding vowel. For example, we have ba, which is the verb for enter. So ba could be the verb for so many other things, but let's say it's the verb for enter. We also have cha, which is the verb for ripe. We have da, the verb for fall. We have be, to cry. We have che, to think. De, write, to write a letter. Be, to live in Lagos. Che, to ordain. D, to endure. So these are the simple verb roots. One verb root could be the verb for so many things. For example, the verb ba is the verb for so many things like bambo, ba egbe, to shoot, but or to go naked, and so on. So that's why in Igbo, the verb on its own is not complete unless there's a nominal complement, unless there's a noun. So the noun is what gives meaning to the verb. We have lu, which is lo, to fight or to marry in some places, and so on. For the rest of the alphabet, we have ma, which is the verb to know or to be good. We have me, which is the verb for do, to do. And some of these will mean something in the Igbo dialect, but not all of them would have meaning in Igbo dialect. If they don't, they will have meaning in other dialects. So we have Z, U, Z, to buy. Okay, so these are the simple verb roots. As we mentioned in one of our previous lessons, word formations from verbs could be in two ways. Could be by affixation or by compounding. So in this lesson, we look at both affixation and compounding. But first of all, we'll have to look at compounding. Compounding is adding two or more verbs to form a single verb. So those simple verb roots we saw earlier, bringing two of them together to form another verb, to form a new verb. So that will become a compound verb. Let's take some examples of compounding. So we have the verb we, which is take, and we have the verb po, which is live. When we combine the two, that is take and live, it becomes wepo. So we and po becomes wepo, which is now a compound verb because it's two verbs joined together to form one verb, wepo, which is now remove. So wepo is remove. For example, wepo ya, remove it. The second example is the verb ba, which is enter, and remember we is take. So when we combine we and ba, it becomes a compound verb, it becomes a new verb. So it becomes weba. So weba is to take something in, to take something into something, right? For example, mga ewebaya, I will take it in, or I will take it inside, right? In one of our previous lessons, we looked at suffixes, that is derivational suffixes and inflectional suffixes. Here, I want to show you how you can combine those suffixes with our new compound verb to extend the meaning of the verb or to modify the meaning. So the suffixes I want us to look at now are ta and ro. Ta and ro are benefactive suffixes. So they are suffixes that tells you to perform an action for. That's for me or for you or for someone else, but for. Then we also have to and no, which are intensifiers. So these are suffixes that emphasize what action needs to be performed, or kind of shows urgency or shows humility or politeness when asking for the action to be performed. So the simple verb root we used earlier is were. Were is the verb for take. Now when we suffix ta to were, it becomes weta, and it extends the meaning from take to bring. So weta is bring. So it's like saying take to me. That's what it means. Weta, take to me. So that is bring in English. We also have wepota. Wepota is bring out. Bring out. Remember the new compound verb we formed is wepo. We formed wepo from we, which is take, and po, which is leave. So when we formed that compound verb wepo, the new meaning became remove. So wepo is remove. Now we're adding a suffix ta. So it's now wepota, which is bring out, but bring out for. So ta is the benefactive suffix. So wepota ego na akpage, bring out the money from your pocket. So maybe we want to use the money to pay for something. So it's for us not throwing the money away. So wepota, bring out. We also have weporo. Again, weporo is benefactive. Weporo is remove, but remove it for me or for him or for someone else. So like when you want to say remove the obstacle for me, right? You say weporum odachi. So remove it, but remove it for me, for my own good or for his own good. Weporoya, right? We also have wepotatu. Again, wepotatu is asking you to bring out, but to there is the suffix for little or for gentle or for something that is maybe quietly or something like that. So wepotatu is, kind of saying please bring out, or gently bring out something, like you're showing is polite way of saying wepota. Now the two is showing politeness. That is why you have it. We also have wepotatu. Again, the same meaning, but here it's even more polite, or you're saying please bring out the money so we can use it. Wepotatu, like please, Then we also have wepotatoro. Now again, benefactive, wepotatoro, yeah, or wepotatoro. Now I'm pleading, that please, bring out the money, or please bring out the money for him, or something like that, right? So what I'm trying to show here is that you can combine these suffixes with our compound verbs, just like you can combine them with the simple verb roots. And note that the suffixes I'm showing you here are not verbs. So for example, when I say weta, weta is not a compound verb because the only verb there is we. Ta is not a verb. So this is not a compound verb. It's just a simple verb root with a suffix. Ta is bring. However, there are verbs with the same spelling. For example, the verb to chew is ta, but that's not what we're referring to here. So you can get verbs that have the same spelling with derivational suffixes, but that doesn't make the suffixes verbs in themselves, right? We have ro as our suffix here, which we just used. We also have verbs that are spelled ru, like when you want to build a house. Build is ru. We have no as our suffix here, as our intensifier, but we also have verbs that are spelled the same way, nu. Like here, the verb for here is no, right? So but that doesn't make this what we're saying, like that doesn't make weta a compound verb. It's still a simple verb with a suffix. Okay, ngwa ka ọ dị nụ.